and welcome to Ashland High School. We are here for the Ashland Powderpuff Game here on a cold November day.
A freezing November night, if I do say so. The temperature is 32 degrees Fahrenheit right now. You couldn't pay me to go out there and play football, but these girls, nonetheless, braving through the cold.
Yes, they are. And, of course, we have the senior girls in pink and the junior girls over on the other side wearing like a dark blue. Might even show up as almost black on our cameras here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
The lights are on at Cunis Field.
Yeah,
we're getting ready to go.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing some warm-up drills on the far side. The juniors are. And I don't know, in this juniors versus seniors matchup, I thought I heard the juniors being a lot more vocal than the seniors. So,
oof, throwing shots out there early.
I don't know.
Connor.
It's just what I heard. I heard the juniors chanting from down by the locker rooms, and I didn't hear the seniors. So, could be indicative of what we see tonight.
Yeah, sometimes you just win if you will it. And, of course, I believe the Ashland High School boys football team is usually the coach of these two squads.
Right. And it looks like we have a ref out there too, to kind of oversee the action here tonight. And speaking of the boys football team, we're also gearing up for the Thanksgiving Day game. It's going to be happening in just a few days here at Cunis Field.
Yep. We were talking today. Again, today is Tuesday, November 20th. Thanksgiving Day football game. It's supposed to happen the 22nd. A lot of schools, because of the cold weather, are moving it to Wednesday night, the 21st. It looks like Ashland is going to stick with it. I think we would have heard by now if they were going to switch it. So, looks like we will be continuing on Thursday morning, right around 10 a.m. During the frigid temperatures.
Yeah, single digits is what I've been told. So
I'm hearing wind chill in the negatives.
Wind chill in the negatives. Glad we will be in the warm press booth and not out there playing, but the boys taking on the Hillers.
Well, no, I think you're gonna be upstairs.
What?
With me, I'm going to be announcing that night, and you will be, or that day, and you will be up there on a camera.
I'm going to be sick, actually, so I have a lot of turkey to eat that day, so you can take me off the crew list. If we're, yeah, no, I don't think so. They're going to bow out of that one.
Come on, I'm bringing space heaters, just for the event.
I'll consider it, but not really sure what the format here is for the Powderpuff game.
Well, it's a flag football game, so I believe, again, I don't know exactly. It looks like it may be the format with just a quarterback and a few wide receivers lined up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we're gonna have some blocking out there tonight. We'll see. Oh, it looks like we're getting a yes. We will have blocking. And we'll see how that all goes.
Yep,
as we can see, the seniors right now are putting on their flags.
And we got 20-minute halves here, so maybe with football time we'll be out of here by the morning.
We'll think about it.
Yeah. But either way, should be a fun time here at Cunis Field tonight.
Yes, it will be. It's a cold one. It was snowing. Not even an hour ago, I think.
Yeah, right.
All the way up until then.
I don't know. I want to know where you get your weather, Todd, because you said it would stop snowing at 6, and right by 6:01, there was no snow in the air. So that was an accurate call. Yeah.
Google is the OG.
But the some of the snow still remains on the sidelines of the field here, and the field is probably still going to be slippery.
Yes,
Probably not as slippery as Old Rochester last Friday, though.
No, that was a rough game. Old Rochester was a tough loss for the Clockers, and that field, I don't think Bigfoot's getting footing on that field.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know how the Old Rochester players even stayed up.
Yeah. A regular mud bowl, actually, instead of a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's true. And just remember, I think it was a few years ago today, the Mud Dogs won.
The Mud Dogs?
Yeah.
What are the?
Have
what
you
are
ever
Mud Dogs?
watched Adam Sandler movies? The Water Boy,
Oh yeah, I didn't.
the Mud Dogs.
Wow. I didn't think that. I didn't remember the name of the team that Adam Sandler played for in Waterboy. You'll have to catch me up on the trivia of that movie. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been. But it looks like we have captains meeting at midfield right now. Going through the coin toss. We'll see who receives first and
Now,
which
Todd,
side they take.
You're the expert on flag football here. You are a may not be a
weekend
self-professed
warrior.
expert, but I would consider you an expert considering the frequency with which you play flag football.
Yes,
So,
I'm the weekend warrior. I go to flag football just about every Saturday out in Cambridge. We
so
have
maybe
tons of fun.
you want to break down some of the nuances of flag football, or maybe the general rules for people who aren't familiar with flag football as compared to real football.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's pretty much the same as real football. The big difference, of course, being that you are not going to be tackling anybody out there. That's usually a foul. Instead, you're going to be aiming to pull the flags. Once you pull a flag, obviously, that's what's going to be considered the down point instead of a tackle. And it looks like we're getting ready to go, but I'll keep going along with little tips and tricks for flag football. Usually in flag football, one thing to note is the spin move is your best friend.
The spin move.
The spin move is your best friend. When you run up towards a defender and you just literally spin 360 around them, it's so much harder to catch a flag that way.
Right, yeah.
Jukes are not as effective when you just quickly pivot to one side or the other. They're not quite as effective because you're still leaving the flags where they are.
Right. The spin move, you're throwing them all around.
Yep.
Throwing them around your waist. So, yeah, that's interesting information because the juke is, some might say, an integral part of an offense in football.
Yeah.
It is made seemingly obsolete in flag football.
And it looks like it's taking us a second here. We're getting ready, getting some teams on either side. Of course, we'll have like a kicking and receiving team. I believe we'll do like a kickoff. Either that or we'll start with one team right at the 25. It'll be interesting to see exactly how the game will be played. I know in my flag football league, it's 30 yards for a first down, only because it's so
really?
much easier to pass, and you usually have 7 seconds to release the ball. There's not a blitz. However, there's blocking in this game, which means that there is going to be more pressure on the quarterbacks.
More
Blitzes potentially. It'll be very interesting to see if they're going to do 20-yard first downs or just a traditional 10-yard first down, much like traditional football.
It's a long way to go on a first down. 30 yards,
Yeah.
Could you imagine if it's like 4th and 30?
Fourth
You
and
just kick it
30.
at that point. There's no hope.
4th and 30. Usually the trick for us is we just turn it around afterwards. So what we do is we usually just send me in the backfield, and I'll try and throw a 60-yard bomb. That way it's past the first down marker, because usually you just try to aim for just getting as much as you can.
Right.
And you can throw them off if you end up throwing a bomb deep downfield. They're not covering all the way back there.
It looks like we are going to start on the 25 here. And looks like the seniors are going to start with the ball.
Seniors start. It's a quarterback keep to our near side.
That's going to be about a 10-yard gain.
That is.
I'm also really new to commentating football, and I think I might need glasses soon. So that could not, my calls could be very off. Come the
so far, so good. And again, we are live. We have Stephen Marks, our athletic director, here. We have a please no wagering on the field. Please.
I was about to say I had 10 on the juniors, but I guess I got to give that money back to Todd, or at least put it in the 50-50 raffle.
And another run to the near side. They won't get her. It looks like a gain of about 4 or 5.
Been electing to run the ball rather than pass it.
And that might be the smart move to start off this game. It's colder out. It's wet. Once that football hits the ground the first time,
That's true.
I don't know how many replacement footballs they have for this game. So the more that football touches the ground, the harder it is to pass. And
Looks like
another hand.
they're going to run at the far side here and pick up maybe another.
Oh, and it's getting rough over there.
Flag football or no flag football, looks like some girls are going down. Oh, and it does look like they have the first down markers on the far side of the field. I didn't notice that before, but
Yeah, so it looks like they will be doing the 10-yard first downs.
First and 10 at midfield.
Yep, first and 10. Ball at the 49.5, it looks like. Chain crew over there is slacking though. They weren't extending it all the way. The high snap.
and here's another run on the far side. Juniors are on her, but she's going to go out with another 10-yard gain there.
And so far, the senior run game has been unstoppable.
Be another first down at the juniors' 39-yard line.
Ooh, 9 yards. I messed up.
That's okay.
Close enough.
It looked close.
So 2nd and 1 here, or about 1.
And it looks like the seniors will quickly get to the line as the juniors scramble to get in position.
I mean, the clock's not running, so. Oh, and she finds a hole. Oh, slides. Slides on that
And we did say it's a slippery field out there today.
icy and snowy out there. So she probably slid for about a yard and a half there.
She did get her flag pulled. Some technical difficulties in the booth.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a loose connection up there or something. As soon as I started hearing it, I turned the mic off and then I turned that off.
So seniors, after that slight technical difficulty in the booth, 28-yard line for the seniors, 1st and 10. And we are getting confirmation it's 2 20-minute halves, but with this run game, it could be a shorter one if they stop the clock.
Wow.
And the seniors are in for the first touchdown of this game.
That was about a 30-yard run there, all the way in.
Yes, Pops. And some excitement.
Some excitement in the booth. The seniors here.
We have some seniors operating the scoreboard and the everything in here.
Do they do field goals? Are they going to do field goals?
I'm not sure. Doesn't look like it as they line up and prepare. And it'll be interesting. They didn't do the kickoff to start. I don't know if they're going to be doing kickoffs. Doesn't look like it. It looks like they're just going to place the ball at the 25-yard line, and the juniors will take over from there.
Yeah, so that's a 7-0 lead for the seniors here.
Yeah, an early lead, and we'll see what the seniors have on defense.
And what the juniors have on offense. They're going to elect to pass the ball rather than run it. Because this is pretty much all runs. Or,
Yeah.
excuse me, all runs, period.
And we'll have to see. It took a little while for that score. Again, the run game slows down the clock, can slow down the pace of the game. But we'll have to see if this is a high-scoring game. I know you're not much of a football watcher, but there was an amazing game.
I actually did hear about it
last night.
A record-breaking.
Yeah. Between the Chiefs and the Rams. A 54-51 win for the Rams.
Wow.
And that was a nail-biter down to the very end.
So it looks like the junior is going to prepare for the snap here.
The snap is there, and
oh.
she is behind the line.
Almost sacked.
Pulled.
Almost.
Yeah. That was almost a sack, but it was a loss on the handoff of almost. Wow. It looks like it's going to be a loss of 5 yards on that.
It's like that's the first loss we've seen all game. First loss of yardage.
And as you said, those juniors were loud in the locker rooms. We'll have to see.
Yeah, can they back it up?
Yeah.
Oh, here's
So
a pass.
it's
Oh, intercepted.
And brought into
Intercepted for a senior touchdown.
Recovered by the seniors and run in for a touchdown. They're quickly up 14-0. Just over 12.
And I'm sorry to take you down like this, Connor, but it looked like all that excitement coming from the junior locker room isn't going to total up to a whole lot as the seniors drive down the field and then get a touchdown on defense. And it leaves the juniors seeking answers on both sides of the football.
The juniors, I think the juniors' offense leaves a lot to be desired in the Vince Wilfork area. I'm not sure what position that is.
Oh yeah, well that's what the seniors have is Vince Wilfork, and they need somebody that can block for that.
Right. That's what I meant. Somebody covering the blind side, right?
Yes,
Is
yes, they need a tackle.
Right. I saw that movie.
The blind side, the one with
Sandra Bullock,
Bullock. That's the extent of our football knowledge.
The extent of my football knowledge.
As for me, I get upset every Sunday if I can't get to watch the Patriots game.
Yeah, well, you must be pretty upset in terms of their record.
Yep.
So,
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Their record's fine, but it leaves a little to be desired. They're better than their record says they are.
almost like the Celtics.
Yes, a lot like the Celtics.
A lot like the Celtics. I could talk
I
about
mean, the Celtics still have a winning record too. They're still 9-7, I believe, right now.
9-8.
9-8.
They
now.
lost last night.
That's
I don't
right.
want to talk about it. Back to the game.
The Patriots are, I believe, 7-3 right now.
What was the big? Didn't they lose on
They
Thursday
lost.
or something?
They lost to the Titans
And that was a big
last Sunday.
deal. Ooh, a long pass here. That's going to be received.
And quickly brought down.
The juniors, but that will bring up 4th down.
And the juniors are looking to pass. It's 4th down now. And about 10 yards to go.
The correction on the field, that'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, 3rd down. And about 9. They're going to give a yard on that play.
But yeah, it looks like the run game isn't. Yeah, they have not elected for the run game here. The juniors, I should say.
So the juniors have netted approximately -4 yards.
I mean, when you put it like, and are you factoring in the interception that just
Nope.
just occurred?
Nope, that's not factoring that in.
All right.
That's a totally different thing. That's a low snap given to the halfback and being brought upfield. It looks like she'll finally be pulled right around the 35. It'll be interesting to see if it's a first down. They're going to give it to him. The juniors' first down of the game. And now they will have a net 5-yard gain. So net 5 yards of total offense, I should say. The seniors, of course, have 75 yards of total offense right now,
Right. Plus the interception.
plus some work on defense.
But I would wager that the oh, no wagering. Sorry, we were told no wagering. But I would
Yeah, I already gave
Guess.
you my your money back.
right. I would guess that the juniors have a mountain to climb right now. 14-0.
Yep, 14-0. They just got their first down.
We're about 8 minutes through the first half here. Or no, we have 8 minutes left. Excuse me, in the first half.
And again, we're playing 2 20-minute halves here at Cunis Field.
So juniors gonna need some answers, I would say.
And taking a while to snap the ball.
A high snap. Oh,
High snap.
fumbled. Oh, but they're gonna call it down.
They're going to call it a forward pass.
Failed handoff stops the ball at the 30-yard line.
Oh, they're going to put it right there, too.
Yeah, looks like
So it looks like we're going to
15
have a
yards.
loss of about 5 yards. Yeah, so a 2nd and 15.
Pancake breakfast, 8 to 11 a.m. at the Ashland High School. And, of course, easy way to remember the date, it's Super Bowl Sunday.
hey, they did it before. Juniors did it before.
They did.
Came back from deep.
And of course, we'll be getting ready here pretty soon for Thanksgiving Day football. Your Ashland Clockers taking on the Hopkinton Hillers in what should be a thriller matchup. We did get to see it earlier this year.
I was about to say you
at
were telling
Hopkinton.
me. You were telling me about the showstopper of a game that it was before.
Yeah, you could definitely call it a showstopper. Ashland ends up winning it late with a 2-point conversion to win it 8-7.
Juniors going for the wide circle run there.
That was just a tackle. No flag on the field though.
25-yard line.
Seniors get them again behind the line. It's a loss of another 4 yards, which will bring up approximately 3rd and 19, 18 maybe.
Yeah, the running back did a half circle before coming in for the run, and so that kind of negated the whatever gain she might have put forth. But as you were saying about the Hopkinton game, it was a 2-point conversion to win the game,
Yep.
and that was in Hopkinton, right?
That was in Hopkinton, so it'll be interesting to see what happens in Ashland. A lot more bragging rights for Thanksgiving Day football as compared to a regular season game.
Ooh, and that's going to be
And
a sack.
Yeah, that's a drop behind the line. It was meant to be a QB keep for the juniors, but pulled behind the line. And that'll be 4th and
2021.
20, yeah, 22 maybe. It's a lot. We can agree
Fourth
on
and a
that.
lot.
4th and a big chunk of change to pick up. And this is where the passing game can come in handy, but you need somebody with an arm that can throw it at least 20 yards downfield to really give you a chance.
I can't throw it 20 yards. Can you throw 20 yards, Todd? You probably can.
Yes, sir.
I cannot, but these girls probably can. We've seen a couple passes from the juniors before, so there's no doubt in my mind that they can do it. They just got to find the right person.
They got to find the right person, and they gotta will it.
Got to will it.
And a timeout here. Both teams meeting up on either side. The juniors trying to figure something out, looking for answers as they've quickly moved back, and I think they're back into the negative yardage situation again.
Yeah, I mean we should keep like a little sheet of paper here.
Yeah,
It's just like
it's a net.
minus
Actually,
10
where are they
plus
at?
5.
24. They're at a net -5 right now, I believe.
Why you got to do them like that, Todd?
I mean, when you give me simple math, I'm pretty good. It's when it starts getting complex. All I know is the first drive they had a net of -4, and now they have a net of about -1 on this drive. Football can be a very stat-focused game as the juniors come out and they're ready to do some sort of trick play. The end around.
Wow, and she gets through all of the defense, but runs out of bounds, looks like.
And it's going to be interesting to see if they give it to her.
That's a first down for the juniors.
Wow.
A first down
Oh, my
and a
goodness.
smart call. The end around. I thought they were going to have to pass it. They end up running it for a first down with that end around, that little trickery.
Senior coaches with their head in their hands right now. They don't know what to do as we're approaching midfield. And the juniors, right before this half ends, they got a shot at putting some points on the board.
And they certainly need it after seemingly seeking answers.
Yeah, it was a well-advised and well-coached timeout, I should say. Because it's almost as important to know when to use those timeouts.
So
as
it
is
seems
to,
like maybe McKay, Messer, all those coaches on the football team, they've got to watch out with these juniors coming in.
True. Got some deadly running backs.
Well, they got deadly running backs, but I'm saying that that coaching staff for the juniors over
True.
there. Another
run play.
end around.
And that was
She has to go around the referee, and the seniors finally pull the flag. And that's one rule that may need to be enforced pretty soon is making sure that these girls have the flags actually on their sides. That's a rule
Todd's
that
getting nitpicky now.
yeah. Well, that's a rule that we have at our league because sometimes the flags, as you keep pulling them, they'll end up in places where you got to watch out. You don't want people reaching and accidentally hitting other places
It's true.
with a flag. And that's the big concern. And it can be really unfair to the other team if you have two flags right next to each other.
Yeah.
Because then you're aiming for maybe the left hip, but both flags are on the right hip.
Mm-hmm. That's another good run from the juniors here.
And a good QB sneak. And that's
Wow.
what I was talking about. Both flags behind her, a little hard to pull when you have to get around her to get those flags.
Yeah.
Seniors up 14 to nothing.
So juniors showing us they can run, and the seniors, while they might be good on offense, they can't seem to rip those flags, you know. And that's what matters at the end of the day.
Yeah, originally the seniors were getting in the backfield of the juniors.
They can get in front of them, but they can't get the flags off, you know. And it's going to be another quarterback run here. She's going to go out the side.
And it looks like she'll be brought down right around the 15-yard line.
Quarterback keeper for a big gain down the right side. Another first down for the juniors with just under a minute to go in the first half.
And we do have confirmation there's just under a minute here.
Yeah, junior's gonna move quickly, try to get some points on the board before the half's over.
And we will have to see what happens here. Can the juniors pull it off after struggling early? Again, 14-0 currently for the seniors. Juniors in position to score here. End around. She has no flags on, seemingly at least. She has no flags, and yeah, it looks like maybe some trickery from the juniors here.
Discussion on the field. A shakeup here, and might result in the first penalty of the night. Oh, well, we're gonna stop the half here.
Yeah, it looks like this will be the end of the half here as the juniors are unable to score there.
That's a heartbreaker. They needed that play.
They needed that, and with that, the first half will end with the seniors up 14-0.
Yeah, and that interception, that hurts right now. You're the juniors.
Yeah, that's going to be potentially the play of the game right there, as of course the seniors managed to march downfield at the beginning of the at the beginning of the game. Their only drive thus far on offense, and then within the first two plays of the game, they end up with an interception right up front, 5 yards behind the line, and they take it in for a score. So with that, we will go to break, and we will be right back with more AHS Powderpuff action here on WACA-TV. And without much warning, the game begins quickly again. Of course, your seniors here at the Ashland High School Powderpuff Game, leading 14-0, ending the first half by stopping the juniors at the senior 15-yard line. Again, the juniors only a few yards away, smelling the end zone, as you might say. And very quickly,
I would say, Todd.
Yeah, the juniors come right back. They complete a pass to start, and they are already from their 25 to about the 35-yard line. And within two plays, it was an 8-yard pass play to start, and then a 2-yard run.
I was under the impression that there would be a turnover after half. That's usually what happens in football, and that's why I was saying it was so necessary for the juniors to score before the half was over. But looks like that's not an issue.
Well, it still would have been. It still would have been essential for them to score, because here on this drive, assuming they can go the length of the field, they could end up coming away with this. And they could tie it up here if they had scored to end the half.
And the clock are is happy to announce that tonight's winner has graciously donated their winnings back to the Clocker Club. So that's $170.
And a generous act
Thank you very
here
much.
at Cunis Field. We had the 50-50 raffle here tonight, and all the proceeds went right back into the program. As the juniors quickly set up at the 39-yard line, 38-yard line. I almost said the 42. It threw me off.
Playing some Monday Night Football music here. I suppose it's Tuesday Night Football. And they're going to get her flag as she, as they stop just shy of the half field, midfield, whatever you call it.
Oh, it looks like they'll mark her back all the way at the 41-yard line. And
That's
it
gonna
is
be
third down.
third and about 4 here if the chain men are anything to go by. What's their official title?
The chain gang.
The
chain gang. Yep. That's what you
I
call
like the
them.
chainmen better. The chainmen, chain gang.
Chain gang.
Well, if they're anything to go by, juniors only need about 4 yards if they're going to secure this first down. But wow, looks like they didn't get the flag, but that's going to be a run out just shy of the first down.
It looks like she'll just get back to the line of scrimmage.
So that's going to bring about fourth down. And what started off as a lot of momentum for the juniors and quite a drive down the field at the end of the first half is shaping up to be a momentum shift for the seniors, and seeing if they can't score some more points before this game is over.
And it looks like they're going to mark it right around a yard away. A 4th and 1 here for the juniors.
This could be the game, Todd. This could be the game right
It
here.
very well could be, especially because the seniors relied heavily on their run on offense.
Oh, the jukes. Oh, the lateral pass, and that's going to be a first down.
And an absolute tackle on the sideline.
But they got that first down. They did their job.
They got the first down. They might have gotten a flag. That's why the juniors are celebrating over there.
That penalty's called on the seniors.
Yep, penalty on the seniors.
Oh,
Close to midfield.
you hate to see it. Or you love to see it if you're the juniors, I suppose.
That was a tackle, though. That was an absolute
Costly penalty.
body slam on the other side. I
Yeah,
don't know
a
what
little
else to call it.
They
First and 10.
certainly warranting a personal foul, which was the call, I do believe.
Yeah, please remember, folks, this is flag football. There is blocking, though, which is really cool to see. That's something I'm not personally used to.
You're used to the 7-ish seconds blitz rule.
Yep, 7-ish seconds and you're down.
And here's the pass. Oh, that's going to be caught.
Yeah, tipped and then caught by the juniors, and she goes out of bounds. She did not notice. Oh, somebody has the flag. Never mind.
Wow, that would have been crazy if they didn't have the flag. That would have been such a swing for the juniors.
Well, that could have been really bad for the juniors if she still had her flag and went out of bounds like that. I thought she still had both of her flags and ended up going out of bounds.
When she
Looks
could have had
like-
the touchdown, what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like she will be brought back, though, to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
1st and 10 for the juniors.
And that was quite a pass by the juniors to find the receiver.
And it'll be interesting to see here what the juniors draw up for a play.
Oh, she tries for the sack. Doesn't get her.
Gets
her.
around.
That time? Yes, she does.
Yep, that time she is brought down.
The third defender manages to snag a flag. That's the problem with these seniors, I think, is that they they set themselves up in front of the offense, but can't get their hands on the flag.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. They might be going for the ball too much. Maybe that's what happened after, especially after, that first series on defense. The seniors came away with an interception, and now they just want the ball
Right,
on
They're
defense.
just feeling themselves a little bit.
So they need to get back to the basics and go for the flags.
Yeah, because their positioning seems pretty solid. Like, there's no like gaping holes in the oh,
And that was blocked
that looked like a
by
basketball
a
defense.
senior quarterback. Sorry, senior cornerback. Junior quarterback threw it, and it looked like it was right there, but great job by the senior defense with the awareness and just an athletic play, bringing that ball down.
Yeah, but as I was saying before, there's no gaping holes in the seniors' defense here. They seem to be positioned pretty well, but they just can't get their hands on the flags when they need it.
And that happens especially as it gets colder. Again, it's just a little bit harder to pull those flags.
Right.
And an end
It's
around,
gonna be
a
a run.
double end around. Seniors are there for it, but again, can't pull the flag. And
They're
now,
trying, still don't have it, and looks like they got it there, but not before a gain on the junior side.
and that is a large gain for the juniors.
Big gain down the left side, including a reversing field.
And the juniors mounting their own little comeback here. They're trying to get it done.
Yeah, I think it was almost I don't remember what it was. It was third down or second down right there before. But now they're really close. They're about a yard away from a first down here, maybe a few yards. Looks like it's at the 25. They need to get to the 15. They're at about the 17. So 2 yards. 2 yards to go. And that is a direct snap right through the middle. And again, flags on the back.
Yeah, she's
Watch
gonna
out for
get some
that.
yards there. What's the danger zone, Todd? What's the yardage on the danger zone? Is that within the 15?
That's usually within the 10.
Or not
Which
danger
they
zone,
are
red line,
within the
red
10.
zone?
The red zone, yep.
Yeah.
So usually the red zone's within the 20. In this game, I'm going to say it's within the 10, though.
Mm-hmm. The junior's almost there.
Well, actually, the juniors are within 10 yards now.
Are they?
8-yard line currently for the juniors.
Oh, would you look at that?
And just a little bit of time left. Here it looks, I think we're, how many minutes do we have left, Connor? Connor, the eye in the sky.
The eye in the sky.
9 minutes left in the second half of action here at Cunis Field.
And the junior's trying to put something on the board.
And this is getting to be a little tougher for these juniors because currently they're at, again, about the 8-yard line. They got back to the line of scrimmage that time. And they need to score, get the ball back from the seniors, and then score again
Yeah,
if
but
they want to tie it.
It could happen as easily as it happened for the seniors, though, with that interception in the first half. But I think what's really paramount is getting this touchdown here. And here's the run. Tries to go
Pulled
through
back.
the gap.
Both flags were pulled.
Should be a
One
little-
at about the 8-yard line.
There should be a little bonus if you get both the flags, Todd, don't you think?
Yeah, it looked like they were pulled at different times. They're going to give her a 1-yard gain on that. So it's going to be 3rd and 7. And again, the juniors have been here before.
It's true.
They can get those first down, those long first downs when they need them. But this is a little bit different. Sometimes one big defensive strategy and something used by the Patriots a lot is the bend, don't break mentality, which is you allow them to get yards, but once they get into the red zone, that's where you stop them.
Right.
And you limit them.
Oh, and it looks like they got her right before.
Looks like they will bring her down around the 3.
3, yeah. So close for the juniors here.
And again, I want to thank our camera crew tonight. We have a great crew of Cameron Tabo and Jack Emberley upstairs.
Absolutely braving the elements up there, just like these girls tonight, because it is certainly freezing.
It's a cold one. Not as cold as Thursday will be, though. So this is a little, this is a nice prep game for us.
Yeah, true. I don't even want to think about it. But it's 32 degrees here tonight. But it looks like everybody's out there having a good time.
And we do seem to have a full stands here at Cunis Field.
True.
And that ball is lost.
Wow.
But the flag was picked up. And, yeah, that's going to be a turnover on downs.
That's a heartbreaker for the juniors, but
a TOD for the juniors.
But the seniors are more than excited about it.
Yeah,
They're
seniors.
Use this opportunity to either run out the clock or put some more points on the board.
Yeah. And again, at this point, only about 5.5 minutes remaining, just over. And this could be the game for the seniors. Especially, they were running a lot before. This will only be their second offensive drive of the night.
It's true.
Again, the first time they marched downfield.
For 75, yeah. For
75 yards.
And then they got that interception off of a fumble. Or just, I don't know what you call it, just blocking the quarterback and coming away with the ball.
Yeah. So the juniors, on the other hand, they lost 5 yards on their first drive, and that was the one that was picked and brought in for the touchdown by the seniors. Their second drive, they managed to drive from their 25 down to the 15-yard line. So I'm trying to do the math in my head. 25 plus 35 is about 60 yards, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
So 60 yards, so a net of 55 yards. And then from the 25 down to the 5, 25 plus 45. That's a bomb downfield.
Wow, the seniors going for gold on that one.
Going for everything there. But, again, that previous junior drive was 70 yards. So between the 70 and net of 55 yards from the first half, we have about 135 yards. Or 55 yards plus 70 is 125 yards of total offense versus the seniors' 75 yards currently as they start this drive from the 5.
But unfortunately, the difference between the juniors and seniors is that seniors are up 14.
Seniors are up 14.
So all those offensive yards didn't really materialize into much for the juniors, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's something funny to mention is that there was a stat put out the other day that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who lost big time, they only ended up with 3 points in the game, actually had more yards in their game than the game last night than the Rams had when they scored 54 points.
So
Sorry, that I was admiring that run, absolutely admiring it. Great job by the seniors.
Yeah, she
It looked like
she
about
went through like 4 defenders there.
Yeah, almost a 20-yard gain on that one. as that's a run right up the middle. And again, everybody, please tune in. We will be live again. Thank you to our live viewers who are watching this game tonight. We will be live again Thursday morning with the broadcast, as that's a high snap. Clock is stopped, and the ball will be placed at about the 14. That's going to be a large loss there for Ashland.
Yeah, that kind of negates the run that just happened a little bit. But, and this is
They're
not
going
bad
no
for the
huddle
juniors.
here.
Not bad if you're the juniors, unless she can get a big gain on this run here.
And they still don't have her flag.
They're trying.
She's just going. And finally, one of the flags is pulled.
Where's the speed and a big first down for the seniors? The clock ticks down under a minute and a half to go here. 14-0.
We're now under a minute and 30 seconds
And
of
the
play.
seniors probably just holding on to it at this point, you know?
Yeah.
Just trying to run out the clock.
And yeah, so again, please join us Thursday. We will be live. Thanksgiving Day football. It's already guaranteed to be a classic. And yeah, it'll be Rob Silver, myself, on the call that day. We'll be the eye in the sky. We'll be upstairs. So wave if you're at Cunas Field on Thursday. If you want to brave the elements, wave hi to us. We'll be on top of the booth.
Yeah, just say hi. Let us give us some
Let us know.
support.
And we will be on our phones and communicating with the fans. So we will be updating you with scores, and we've asked trivia questions here and there in the past.
Yeah.
So we may be doing that again.
Some
And
Clockers trivia.
Some Clockers trivia, yeah. So please stay tuned for that. Be sure to watch, comment if you're on Facebook. It's sure to be an interesting one and a fun one.
It's true. It's true. And the senior team getting jacked up here a little bit, knowing that this game is almost all but won for them,
Ooh, and
barring
they're gonna-
a miracle for the juniors.
And the seniors are doing the special formation, blockers around, and that's going to be going for the belt, but that's going to be a tackle.
Pass complete by the seniors, but
Looks like we're not going to have a flag on that. And there are some girls on the field having some fun, it looks like, messing around with one another.
kind of narrowing the field of play.
Yeah, it looks like the sidelines are kind of encroaching onto the field at this point.
Yeah, especially for the seniors side, as they slowly creep onto the field, as there's just about 30 seconds left in this game. Seniors seemingly ready to walk away with a win. There's nobody there to snap the ball. Quarterback ran away.
That's the ultimate mind game, Todd.
Only 3 blockers. And this is... The flags are completely ripped off.
And it looks like
That's
the
the
ref is
game.
going to call it. And that's going to be the seniors over the juniors with a final score of 14-0. Heartbreaker for the juniors, though, as they came so close so many times, but could not find the touchdown zone.
Yep, they could not find the end zone. Unable to really come away with much. Had more, I believe they ended up having more yards. They had 125. The seniors ended up with 75 plus about 50. So, yeah, it looks like about even as far as yardage. But I think the key to the game was that senior defense. A big turnover to start the game. And then, of course, in the second half, that bend don't break mentality.
True.
Actually, at the end of the first and during the second half of the game, bend don't break. They end up coming away with the win, and they shut out the juniors.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, everybody's lining up, shaking hands, having a good time.
And
So,
yeah,
everybody
this
had a
was
good time tonight.
Yeah, this was an entertaining game for sure. Again, thank you to our crew upstairs tonight on the camera. That would be Cameron Tabo and Jack Emberley.
And for my co-caster, Todd Carter, I'm Connor Donovan. And the final score for the final time is going to be your Ashland High School seniors, 14, and the juniors, nothing. Signing off from Cunis Field, you've been watching WACA-TV. Take care and have a good night.